A lot of Stacy James references in the story, though. He gets like multiple pages on his efforts. So as it reads here, this fact continues to confound and aggravate Stacy James, the Patriots' intense public relations man. Would you call Stacy intense?
I think he's pretty passionate when one is in the wrong.
Intense.
And he knows what is right. Yeah, I would call him intense with that type of delivery. And I've talked to Stacy on multiple fronts
let me tell you this.
Everything.
He's a great guy.
He's a fantastic,
tremendous guy.
You wouldn't want his job.
Great guy.
You would not want his job.
No, God, no. Oh my God.
I mean, especially when Bill was here for the 20 plus years.
I can't believe how much is in here about him. Like, is this a story about Robert Kraft or Stacy James?
I mean,
wow. But here's why. Here's what's been going on. To give you the background on it. As Kraft's spokesperson and lead Hall of Fame lobbyist, James has called, texted, dined, backslapped voters. In recent years, he emailed a 6-page dossier that extols Kraft's many achievements as an NFL owner. The highlights include buying and reviving the team in the 90s, winning 6 championships, cobbling together decades of labor peace with the Players Union, and helping the league land its mammoth TV and streaming rights deals.
Bingo.
I mean, those are all the reasons. If you need reminders.
That's what he should be in on.
Why he should be in.
Yeah.
The question is, should his involvement in Spygate, which apparently one voter believes is the biggest cheating scandal in the history of the sport.
Okay, whatever you believe in that, like that, he had no clue about that. I know that because he called the guy a schmuck for it, and he was pissed. He was so pissed off when this thing came around because he's like, how many games did we think we won from this? And it was none. Did it help you at all? 3%, if that, maybe.
Well, you won 3 Super Bowls post Spygate, so I would say no.
Brady got better after Deflategate, okay? So, like, how much did that affect it? I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. We always hide signals, stole signals. I get hot about this whole Spygate thing. Because even if you do, okay, we know they're going to play cover 2. You're still going to have 11 players on offense go out and execute against it. If you got a fast receiver can run down the middle, I'm still going to scorch you for a touchdown. Like, you're still going to go play.
Right, we don't have to redo Spygate. I mean, I'm just telling you that there are voters that believe
look at Michigan. Michigan's still in the signals. That was 500 times
so
worse.
the question is, let's assume he knew everything and was in on it.
Yeah.
Should that exclude him from the Hall of Fame?
No.
If he was participating in it, yes, but I don't believe that to be true.
So is Bill not going in next year?
Great point.
Great point.
And
great point. If this guy's not in, how does that guy get?
I think it's fair to wonder. Is that going to slow down Bill? Is that going to cause him to be kept out for a number of years just to slow him down?
Bill initiated it.
Because I do think eventually Kraft is going to get in.
He's also
I do
83,
believe,
so I understand the push.
Right, there's a push.
I'd be pushing too. What else do I have to do?
That I think is the delicate part of the conversation, which is, does he get in the here and now, or is it a posthumous induction into the Hall of Fame years down the road?
No, we're not. No posthumous. No, you do this living. This guy deserves it to be.
I think that's why.
Yeah.
To get to why this is happening, this is why. By the way, 35 times Stacy James is referenced in the story, as we just looked it up. So this is a big part of the story. But since he started pressing Kraft's case, Van Natta writes, there have been 68 Hall of Fame voters, and James, who, by the way, participates in this story and has been interviewed several times since June, said he raised Kraft's candidacy with many of them using the same argument. If graded out on, I like this, 3 legs of the stool, contributions to the team, the league, and pro football, Kraft ranks first among all NFL owners. And I think this is maybe the best argument to be made. Which owner currently, or from recent times, which other owner deserves to be in more currently? If you had to take a look at owners who might have a shot to get in someday.
Comparative to who? You mean just Jones?
No, to Robert Kraft.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a great point, too, the 3-legged stool. Think of his impact outside the building, in the community. The philanthropy. And how he encourages his team to act that way. And how players take it on, too. How about stability within the organization? How many head coaches Jerry Jones have? 50? Ready to fire people left and right? Stability. And say if he nails the Mayo pick, and this thing goes on for a while, Belichick and Mayo, the only two coaches. It's like Pittsburgh.
No,
Cowher.
Pete Carroll, too.
I'm sorry, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll. But that was a good pick at the time. If you weren't going to go with Bill, you go with Pete. Pete was a hot commodity.
Well, I think Pete Carroll's success post-Patriots days helps
Sure does.
makes him look better.
Lasted forever.
Like, who have you hired? I hired Pete Carroll once. I hired Bill Belichick, and now if Gerard Mayo, as you're saying, works out,
right. Pete Carroll won multiple
his
national.
choice of head coaches will look good.
Yeah, multiple national titles as a college coach and a Super Bowl. As a head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, Falcons. Oh, Falcons on the brain.
So I think they're pissed because he hasn't gotten close. They kind of lay out how this voting goes in the story, and it starts with a 12-person subcommittee. And if you get approved by the subcommittee, then you go to the panel of 50 people that vote on you to get in. And he hasn't even gotten to the point where the subcommittee allows him to go to a regular vote yet.
That's one thing if you lose out on the vote. But the fact you can't even get past that first part, that's ridiculous.
And Jerry Jones seems to be sort of the flashpoint for not only Kraft, but a lot of other owners in the NFL in terms of like, wait, if this guy is in right now, then what are we doing here? Which I agree with. I understand what you're saying. Does he deserve to be in?
Yes.
Maybe. But when I look at the two, in terms of the value for the league and their franchise, I don't think it's close between Kraft and Jerry Jones.
I think that Kraft and Jones are the two most influential owners in the NFL over the last couple of decades.
I don't know who you would be third. I can't, I'm sitting here. I've been sitting here since we came on and the story broke.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but they're different quiet owners. I know the Maras and that. Now they're starting to dabble into being involved.
Those are powerful owners.
Yeah, they're powerful.
So
since those two, though.
Since 2000, it's been Rooney for the Steelers, Ralph Wilson for the Bills, Eddie DeBartolo for the 49ers, which, again, if he's getting in,
his team.
I would throw all the stuff that you're talking about with Kraft out the door. That would frustrate me more if I was the Krafts.
Right. What was his extortion thing?
Extortion.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
then
sister had
Jones.
part of it. Yeah. It's, Ralph Wilson. Huh.
Yeah. That's all of them? Those are all the owners that have ever been in?
Since 2000.
Okay, since 2000.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's got to be more in there, right?
No. That's it.
The voting change may allow for a quicker induction now.
Good.
We may be getting closer. We might be. I wonder this. Will this story now being out there help or hurt the cause?
I think it's going to hurt. Like, you talk about all the stuff.
Whatever you think about Spygate and Deflategate.
I think all that's BS, to be honest with you.
I do too, because that's all football.
Here's the part of the story that I think it comes down to.
He shows up to watch his team on Sundays. Go ahead.
With each passing year, James has become more insistent and impatient. I was repelled by the push. This idea will do anything to win your vote, a longtime voter said. It was never articulated, but it felt that way. I don't need to talk to anyone, and I can make up my own mind. All this stuff and all the reasons that they keep throwing out, Spygate, off the field stuff, I think it's just BS. I think it's just people being pushed into doing something that, hey, you know what? I can figure out for myself.
What did I say? You want to get into the exclusive club? Act like you don't want to be in the exclusive club. Act like, hey, Phil, they're going to need me. I don't need to beg my way in. And I'm telling you, that's got to be a turnoff for some of these guys. We're like, what? Why are you pushing this on me?
I know, but going to bed every night knowing that 7 years ago Jerry Jones got in. And not that you as owner don't believe that guy shouldn't be in as owner as the Cowboys and his impact on the league. I said those guys walk step by step. The two most influential men in this league that we've known in the last 20, 30 years. And there ain't anybody close. And one's in and one's not. And I would lay there at night like, how am I not in, but he's in? And that's not what the thought process of saying he shouldn't be in. I truly believe that my friend Jerry should be in. How do they look at me differently? Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.